Hi, loves. Today we are going to talk about the No BS guide on how to lose those last 15 pounds, how to lean out with no foods off limits. You still will be able to eat carbs. We are going to learn how to eat carbs without getting fat. And guess what? You're going to lose those 15 pounds for good because a lot of us, we lose the 15, we gain it back. We lose the weight, we gain it back. This is how you keep it off for good. The No BS. Let's be honest, I always tell the truth, even if it's harsh and even if it's not what you want to hear. But you guys might be like, wow, she's really harsh. But the reason why is I know you don't want to hear it, but I tell you it because I actually love you guys and I want you guys to have long lasting results. Contrary to popular belief, I care about you guys and I know it's harsh, but it's true. And the reason I do it is to really get the point across so you have long lasting results. I do not want you to lose the 15 pounds because it is hard and it does take sacrifice and then gain it all back. I genuinely, truly love you, want you to keep it off, and I want you to have fun doing it. Enjoy the process. This is why I don't give a meal plan. My girls in my community know it. We do fun challenges. There are so many tips I give. There's just no meal plan because if you're on a meal plan, your life's on pause. And guess what? As soon as you're off that meal plan, you gain it all back. We eat everything in portions. And how you do that is one, you find your baseline calories. How I did that was my Aura Ring. And I also got some blood work done. So I knew exactly how many calories were my maintenance. And then I just portion control. I can't tell you how many calories I eat a day because you know why? I portion control. It's really hard. It's really effing hard, especially if you use the skinny portion guide, which is on my subscribers only. If you use that, there's no way you're eating more than your maintenance ever. So just warning you. Anyway, I love you guys so much. So I wish I could squeeze all of you. If you click this, I already know why. You work out, you eat healthy, but you're still not in that body composition you want. And at the end of the day, you're still not skinny. Again, skinny is different to everyone. You're either stuck on those last 15 pounds, you can't stop overeating, you're terrified of carbs, and you pretty much see carbs as the enemy, and you think you're gonna ruin their life, even though I've told you food and carbs isn't your friend or your enemy. And the truth is, you're making it way harder than it needs to be. None of those things is what's making you fat. You are making yourself fat. You're making weight loss way harder than it needs to be. Today, I'm giving you the No BS guide on how to get skinny and keep it off the last 15 pounds for the girls like me who had about 15, 20 pounds to lose. Even if I say weight loss is the same for everyone, whether you have 100, 5 pounds, 2 pounds, but those last 10 to 15 pounds are so stubborn to get off, let me tell you. So today I'm giving you the guide on how to get to your goal weight and stay there. No more yo-yo dieting. No more, I don't know what happened, I just gained it back. If you follow what I have to say in this video, you will get skinny. If you don't, well, then don't complain when nothing changes. The skinny girl rules you're going to follow or you're going to stay stuck is one, you're going to walk 10,000 steps a day. No, your intense HIIT workout doesn't replace walking. You can't just do your HIIT workout and then stop walking all day. You need both. Seriously, whenever I stopped doing my 5 a.m. yoga before work and I started just focusing on hitting 10,000 steps and like 3-minute, 5-minute workout videos, I lost all the weight working my 9 to 5 job. And if you think 10,000 steps is a scary number, focus on the time, okay? Focus 10 minutes before work, 10 minutes lunch break, 30 minutes after work. Then if that still only gets you to 7,000 steps, that's better than nothing. And then once you work up to it, see it as time. I know some people get really scared with the steps, but just be like, okay, I'm gonna walk for 20 minutes before work now, 20 minutes on lunch break, and 35 minutes after work. Just focus on the time. Sometimes it makes it way less scary. Second, protein and veggies first. Carbs last. Every day, no exceptions. No eating 3 hours before bed. If you're still shoving snacks down your throat at 11 p.m., don't ask me why you're bloated. For Depot pills or magnesium pills before bed. If you look pregnant every night after eating, your chances are you're overeating, but sometimes naturally, like the smaller you are, your stomach just won't look as flat, like normal. Like when I drink water in the morning, guess what? My stomach isn't going to be as flat as when it first woke up. That's normal. But I love taking prebiotics, probiotics, magnesium. But if you look pregnant every single night before bed, that's not normal. Fix it. I'm not talking about like, oh, you have a little water. We all go to bed with a tiny, tiny little bit of bloat. But if you look pregnant every night, you need probiotics, digestion, fix your digestion. 5, cut the one bite snacking. You're not a toddler. If you're hungry, eat the meal. If not, close your mouth. A bonus tip is Pilates or light strength training, because if you don't, your body will just be skinny fat, and we don't want that. You want definition on your body. You don't want to be skinny fat. Like, I love that long, lean muscle look, like Victoria's Secret model. I want to be toned. I want to be tight. I don't want no cellulite. No. Next, we're going to go into how to eat carbs and still be a skinny legend. The reason carbs make you fat: 1, you eat them alone like a child. 2, you use them as moderation to eat them at every single meal. 3, you eat healthy carbs, but eat them in portions, which means 0 cents, aka eating cups and cups and cups. Because as you know, you can overeat a salad, you can overeat ice cream, you can overeat unhealthy food, but you also can overeat healthy food. You can get fat off salads. You can get fat off a ton of protein and veggies if it's high calorie with a ton of olive oil. You can get fat off healthy food. High calorie, healthy food doesn't mean low calorie. A lot of healthy food is high calorie, which is fine. We need nutrients, but I'm saying you have to watch your portions no matter what you do. So here's how to actually eat carbs and stay lean. Carbs are not a meal, it's a side. If your plate is 80% pasta, you're doing it wrong. 2nd, eat your protein and veggies first, carbs last. This isn't a tip. This is just a boundary you should set for yourself. 3, stop acting like you need carbs 24/7. You don't. Start with them 3 times a week and see how you feel. 4, if you love carbs, you need to use Pilates, some sort of strength training, some type of toning exercise to use those carbs, okay? If not, guess what? You're just fat and you're storing them as that. You want to walk, you can go swimming, you can do something. Use those carbs as energy, not store them as fat. If you bloat every time, it's not carbs, it's your gut health. Fix it and it will help you from looking puffy. Again, it's how you eat them. It's not, oh, carbs make you fat, just like a salad can make you fat. It's the amount you're eating. Now I'm going to go into skinny non-negotiables made by Liv Schmidt. I want to preface this because a lot of people are stealing exactly what I say and profiting off it. Remember, guys, I started doing this over a year ago on TikTok, and some people, word for word, bar for bar, copy it. Fine, you can't outdo the original, but I'm trying to come up with new ways. You just got to adapt and think of new things. But don't you forget who the founding father of Skinny Talk was. Me. Okay, next. Skinny non-negotiables. Weight loss isn't about suffering, it's about structure. If you're overeating, you're not eating your meals properly. Carbs aren't the problem, your discipline is. Now, if you're serious about getting to your goal weight and not looking back, you should join the Skinny Society. It is my little subscription on Instagram. It's seriously the best thing ever. If you're still making excuses, keep watching this video over and over until you get it in your head. Play it. Play it 10 hours a day for all I care. Get it in your head. Because once you actually use and apply these rules, you will never, I would like to say never, that's a strong claim though. I would like to think you would never struggle with weight again. $19 a month. That's literally 1 sweet green salad, 1 less DoorDash order, 1 coffee run you don't even think twice about. Don't say you don't have the budget to spend $19 on the Skinny Society. That will actually get you the body you want and deserve, because you are spending money on things that aren't doing anything for you. You're not saving money by skipping out on this. You're just staying stuck. And honestly, you'll probably end up saving more money spending $19 a month joining the skinny community, because you won't be wasting it on random snacks, random workouts, takeout, and impulse things by your goals. Because for me, the biggest thing that I hate is whenever you subscribe to something or someone and they're like, hey, now you have to buy this and this supplement and this weights and this and blah, 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 blah. No, $19, that's all you need. All your workouts, you can either add weights, you can leave it without. You don't need things. Like, you get what you get. Okay, I don't upcharge and upcharge and upcharge. No. Priorities, am I right? So I'm going to address why I like protein shakes for breakfast, because everyone loves Skinny Talk, and I've been doing this for about a year, and before it was even a thing, but now everyone loves it. Someone's got to pave the way. Someone's got to get all the heat, and it obviously popped off because now it's a whole trend created by yours truly. So you're welcome. Anyway, I wanted to address why I liked protein shake for breakfast. 1, I lost all my weight working a 9 to 5, and when I was 25 pounds bigger, I was getting up at 5 a.m. I was drinking coffee. I wasn't eating till 2 p.m. And then when I was eating, I was overeating a whole Chipotle bowl, a whole kava bowl, and ended up being thousands and thousands of calories. And what I realized is because I'm not hungry in the morning, so I thought I didn't need breakfast because I'm not hungry. But in reality, I realized if I don't eat in the morning, then guess what? I'll gain weight. So I actually lost weight drinking my protein shake for breakfast. I used to have nothing. I used to have not one thing in the morning because I'm not hungry in the morning. And my one rule is never eat when you're not hungry ever, unless if you know you're not going to eat and then overeat thousands and thousands of calories later, or just not be able to manage your portions, then have a little something in the morning. So for me, that was a protein shake. It was on the go. I was working long hours in office every single day in New York City. It was a grab and it was a go sort of situation. And people love to be like, it was only 160 calories. It was only this, it was only that. One, I listened to my body. Two, I used to not eat anything in the morning and I added in a protein shake. So, why I eat a protein shake in the morning? One, I feel so much better after having protein first thing in the morning. And I love having a large serving of protein in the morning. I feel good, I feel strong, and I just took a weight loss course. That is the best thing you can do is have protein in the morning. But also, on the other hand, I don't have a huge appetite in the morning. I do not. So protein shakes are the perfect solution for me, especially since I'm always on the go. And it really keeps me from overeating after. Some of my girls in the Skinny Society have a big appetite in the morning. So I'm like, okay, have your fruit, have your omelets, have your whatever breakfast you have, and then they're not as hungry for lunch. So then have your protein shake for lunch if you want that. Whatever is your least appetite meal, like you're not as hungry for, try having a protein shake instead. Because the protein shake seriously was the biggest solution from keeping me from overeating. I seriously keep my protein shakes every single morning, and I have them not because some wellness guru told me I had to, not because one of them said I should. I did it because it kept me light and satisfied and in control. I don't wake up with a huge appetite, so being skinny is not force feeding yourself a huge ass meal. You don't have to eat just because it's breakfast time. If you're waking up and stuffing yourself in the morning, no wonder you're feeling sluggish and bloated all day. Here's the thing, it wasn't about following some random advice. It took some trial and error on what actually worked for me. If you drink a protein shake and still feel hungry, that's on you. Maybe your portions are off. Maybe you need to adjust based on your goals. Fat loss, maintenance, activity level. Stop acting like one breakfast is a fit-all approach or one meal just fits everyone. It doesn't. But for me, this is the answer, because if I don't have something, I say never eat when you're not hungry. But for me, if I didn't have a protein shake or something small in the morning, I would end up overeating later. So for me, it was the perfect skinny solution. It kept me skinny and filled, keeps my energy stable, no morning crashes, doesn't make me heavy, bloated, sluggish all day. And honestly, I know you guys hate to see it, but I would rather have a protein shake than anything else. I would rather have it than like pancakes or omelets every single time. I just want my protein shake. I love it that much. And if you're still waking up and making food the highlight of your morning, that's the real problem. I actually wake up excited for my protein shake. I prefer my shake over any breakfast food. I wake up excited for it. It's seriously the habit that makes me feel light, lean, and control all day. If you keep losing control around food, maybe rethink how you start your day, because sometimes whenever I start my day with a pancake or something like a croissant or a pastry, you notice more sugar cravings throughout the whole entire day. Figure out what makes you feel light and control and how you feel, and stick to it. And if you don't know where to start, maybe try a protein shake and thank me later. Okay, so everyone's like the skinny group community, live. I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek. I've been giving you guys a lot of sneak peeks recently, so this is the last sneak peek I'm gonna give of the Skinny Society. So join now. I won't give any more sneak peeks after this, but I put this plan on the Skinny Society and it's too good not to share. And it's amazing because there's 3,000 plus girls now and we all loved it. So I was like, you know what? This is the skinny plan for every single lifestyle. I posted it on there. So if you want access to it, you can go there, but take notes, get your pen and paper, baby. And this is free, this one, but this is like the last sneak. But if you like these tips, these sort of things, join the skinny group community. Join the Skinny Society, baby. So the skinny plan for every lifestyle that I create. If you don't have a plan, don't ask yourself why you can't lose weight. Being skinny isn't random. It's discipline, routine, and self-control. Every girl thinks she's too busy, I promise. Everyone thinks, oh, I'm too busy to be skinny. Work, school, college, kids, nightlife, social life. None of that is an excuse. If you want to be effortless, you have to be calculated. I'm giving you the exact blueprint. College girl, 9 to 5, busy mom, party girl. You're getting a plan for your lifestyle. If you follow it, you'll stay lean. If you don't, then that's on you. Let's get into it. College isn't an excuse to eat like a child. If you let being busy be your excuse, you'll gain weight fast. So here's how to get back on track. This is for the college student. Nutrition. Eat around your class schedule. If you rely on late night food, dining halls, or whatever is convenient, you're already failing. Pick a protein shake, a fruit, a protein bar. Cut the sugary drinks. If you're drinking Starbucks sugary drinks every morning, don't complain about being bloated. I have all my skinny Starbucks drinks on my subscribers only. Stick to water, electrolytes, unsweetened tea, black coffee. Dining hall food shouldn't be an option. Choose better. If you only can eat dining hall food, then portion control. Stick to veggies, stick to protein. And yeah, you can have a little sweet treat every now and then, but in moderation, but really stick to it. Stop eating late every single night. No, you don't need to intermittent fast, but eating a massive meal at midnight is sloppy. Cut it off at least an hour before bed. Magnesium before bed was a game changer for me. It fixes sleep, fixes cravings, fixes everything. Work out, walk everywhere. You don't need an Uber. Move, walk your feet. Some campuses, mine that I went to, had a gym. If not, get a gym membership. Just go and do 20-minute sessions 2 to 3 times a week. It doesn't have to be super busy. No one cares if you're tired. Just do 20 minutes. It doesn't have to be super long. Always take the stairs. Always. It's a lifestyle. If your friends' lifestyles are only eating and drinking, you need to find new friends. I always talk about skinny girl activities all the time. Go to museums, go walking, go to hotels, go to art shows, go to a workout, go to things that don't involve food. Social life doesn't mean binge eating and binge drinking. Hikes, museums, tanning, skinny girl activities. And again, my college didn't have a dining hall, so pretty much you would use your card, you would have a meal plan, but it would be like Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, unhealthy-ish options, and I would always find a way to make it healthy. But again, if you have dining hall food, it's not the best, but just make the most of it. You really got to portion control because it's most of them are buffet style, so you really got to tighten up those portions, babe. Okay, this is for the 9 to 5 office girl. I lost all my weight working 9 to 5, so I got you. And honestly, that time I was working more 6 a.m. till 10 p.m. some nights. It was a crazy schedule. Having a job isn't a reason to get out of shape. If you let your desk job ruin your body, you did that to yourself, so here's how to fix it. First thing first, I always prioritize sleep over exercise, so I'd always make sure I slept and get 10,000 steps, and then I would always make sure I did 3 workouts a week. I pretty much did them on the weekends, and every single day I came up with this thing called a move of the day, and I would do sit-ups, push-ups, whatever, for a minute 3 times a day. Pack your meals. Office snacks, takeout, catered lunches are traps. If it's not in your plan, when I mean plan, what you planned for the day, in your skinny girl plan, don't eat it. Hydration is a non-negotiable, 3 liters a day. I would also have electrolytes twice a day. Mindlessly snacking at your desk, stop. I feel like once you start eating at your desk, it's hard to stop. So I made sure I had my protein shake every single morning at the same time. Then I would have my electrolytes at 10. Then I would eat at 12. Then I would have my electrolytes again. And then I would just drink tea at my desk all day. And then when I got home, I would have dinner. If you're going to drink coffee, I would drink black coffee only during the week. Sugary creamers and stuff is a little treat. Have those for the weekend. Work out, try to at least 3 times a week. Walk literally every hour. Whether that's to the bathroom, whether that's to get a new tea, whether just even 100 steps. Just get up and move your body for 10 minutes. If I got good night sleeps, I would try and do the gym 20 minutes before work or after work. Sitting all day is a choice. Being skinny is a lifestyle. Stop letting coworkers talk about the next new diet. That's such a talk, the salad, the this, the that. No, and get you on or guilt you into a new lunch. Stop letting them talk about things you don't need, like a new lunch or a new pastry. If every social event revolves around food and alcohol, reconsider who you're spending time with, okay? This is for the busy mom. I'm not a mom, and one girl came at me and was like, I don't relate to her because she's not a mom. It's okay, well, one thing about me is I know I'm not a mom, more power to you, but I do have 500 girls in my skinny group community who are, and they're very, very busy, and some of them are stay-at-home moms, some of them work in the office like me. So the ones who work in the office, I can totally see how they relate to me because they're busy just like me. And even though I don't have kids, a lot of them aren't stay-at-home moms, and I feel like some people who are just stay-at-home moms, some moms can't relate to them either because it's you have time to walk and do more things when you're stay at home. Still a full-time job, but I feel like some people who have kids then also after work have to do things. And honestly, with the moms in the 30 plus group chat, I've learned so much, and I feel like I also coach some of them one-on-one. I've now do weight loss coaching, but it's only for my subscribers only. But I learned so much, so I feel like I experienced it because I have 500 plus people, so I know literally more about kids and weight loss and stuff because I talk to him about it on the daily in different circumstances and all of that sort of things. So if you look at me and you're like, she has no clue about mom life and stuff, I do. Trust me. I have single moms who do it all on their own, who work in an office and have kids. Some stay at home, at all. And stay-at-home moms still super busy, but the ones who work in office, and it's like they have like 5 minutes to themselves. So it's really about nutrition. And I just want to say, you don't lose yourself when you have kids. Literally 300 of those 500 have been at the lowest weight since pre-baby. Don't let yourself go. You let yourself go. Stop acting like you have no time. You do. You can pencil in 5 minutes, okay? I know the busy moms who are in office and have kids, it's really hard to get 5 minutes to yourself. Those 5 minutes, do some sit-ups, do a few push-ups, take your kids on a walk with you. You know, there are two girls who actually just had babies who are trying to get leaner, and there's not a ton of information on working out and stuff like pre and postnatal health. So even though I haven't had kids, I've done research and for doing modifying exercises and stuff for them. So trust me, I do know about it. I would like to think, even though myself, I haven't had kids. If you look at my life, I'm super busy. I'm never home. I'm always doing something and working, and I get the busy life part, not the kids part, but I feel for you. So if I had a kid like right now, this is exactly what I would do. Nutrition. And if you're also a pregnant mom, you can still eat healthy too. You don't have to completely let yourself go. So for nutrition, I would say it's even more important as a mom to show your kids healthy habits and healthy food and like be around food. Eat real meals with them. Skipping breakfast leads to overeating, especially if you're a mom. Countless ones I coach, literally whenever they skip breakfast, that's when they go off. That's whenever they're like snacking here, there, and everything, as well as like when they're making their kids lunches, have a little bite of this and that, and it all adds up, and then you think you didn't eat, but you did eat. So sitting down and having a meal and almost doing that with your kids, it's really like healing for them. I always say like never carry like protein bars, protein shakes, just like in case of an emergency. Hunger is not an emergency unless you are a mom and you're busy going to soccer or this, that, the other thing. I always like to have a protein bar, a protein shake with you in case you do get really starving and you don't have to like run through a drive-through really quick. Stop picking at your kids' leftovers. Those things add up. That was the main problem of like 100 of my moms. Like they were just picking at their kids' leftovers or just eating it as they make their lunches. Stop doing that. You're not their garbage disposal. Water before every meal. Electrolytes, especially. Half the time you think you're hungry, you really just haven't been drinking water. A lot of moms, since they're all moving, running around, office here, there, the other thing, they forget to drink water. I'm like, you guys, I literally put a reminder. I'm like, did you drink water? They're like, nope, drinking now. Water. A lot of you moms forget to drink your water. You're dehydrated. Even if you just get a workout, 15 minutes, that's enough. I have a 3-minute and a 5-minute arms and abs video on my subscribers only, and they're loving it. You can do 3 minutes, you can do 5 minutes, and your kids can even join in and do it. Just quick toning. I told them, even if you just do 3 minutes of hard, that's better than nothing. You don't need a whole hour. Walk during errands or while their kids are at soccer practice or like gymnastics or something. Walk while they're doing that. There's no need for you to just sit around. If you take your kids to go play, go on a walk. You don't need to sit there. Get up. It's all about your lifestyle. I think that's the main problem is a lot of moms, this will probably get me in trouble, but like a lot of moms, they just complain about their weight nonstop but do nothing. That's part of the problem. Get up and do something about it. Because I think some of them who complain about their weight and like, I did this, I did that, but do nothing about it and just keep complaining, just don't listen to their advice, please. A lot of moms too have a lack of sleep, so try and get at least 6 hours. Take magnesium before you go to bed. It's an amazing thing. I know with kids, it's super hard, it's time consuming, it's a busy life, it's a busy everything, but you can, I promise, do it. There are hundreds of moms in my group who have been doing it, and they've been firm girl socialite. You want to party but still stay skinny? I got you. Eat before you go out. If you forget to eat, that will be the bigger problem, and you'll probably end up binge eating later. Junk munchies are not on accident. Control yourself. Drink water between every single cocktail. If you wake up bloated, you did that to yourself. Vodka, soda, tequila, lime. If you drink neon colored drinks, it's just sugar. Work out. Dancing is cardio, babe. If you're at a club, dance. Move your body all night. The next morning, get up, go on a walk, do a 10-minute workout, and fix your body. It shouldn't just sit in recovery mode all day long. Lifestyle. Sloppy is not cute. Pull yourself together. Confidence makes you hotter than any outfit. Carry yourself like it. Being skinny is a choice. Every decision, what you eat, how you move, how you surround yourself, it all adds up. So what's your lifestyle? Drop it in the comments. Pick a plan, stick to it. If you're serious about staying lean, this isn't optional. at all. What to do after overeating, the skinny reset. So you overate last night? Cool. Sitting around feeling guilty isn't going to do anything for you. What matters is what you do next. The difference between girls who stay lean and girls who don't, the ones who stay lean bounce back immediately. No spiraling, no over restricting, no starting over on Monday. So the first step you need to do is stop making it a big deal. Stop the guilt. You need to drop it. One night doesn't ruin anything unless you turn it into a pattern. Just like one salad doesn't make you skinny, one bad night doesn't make you fat. No punishment, no skipping meals today because it's going to backfire. That is how you set yourself up for another binge. No obsessing, no replaying it in your head. You can't change the past. It happened, it's done, move on. No making up for it with excessive workouts. That's a binge restrict cycle or over exercising pattern waiting to happen. You don't need to earn your food, you need to reset. I've said this once, I'll say it again. Working out and food shouldn't be correlated. They're two different things, okay? You don't work out to eat more food. I hate that. And I hate restricting food to work out less. Just they shouldn't be correlated whatsoever. I'm gonna get hate for this. This is exactly why I get canceled, but marathon runners, okay? I talked about this on my subscription only. If you are going to run a marathon to lose weight, let me preface this before I get canceled even further. I've never done one personally because that is a huge accomplishment. That's amazing. But to do it to lose weight, it just shows you right there that it's not worth it because a lot of them have to run 15 miles a day and work out, and a lot of them are still skinny fat or overweight. If you look at a lot of marathon runners, they still don't have the body composition they want even after hours of working out and hours of running. They still don't have the body composition they want. And this is exactly why, again, I probably will get canceled for saying this, and probably exactly the reason why I'm banned on TikTok is if you look at marathon runners, it just shows you can't outrun a bad diet. Or, a lot of them think, oh, where I ran 15 miles or I ran 20 miles so I can eat whatever I want. And it kind of gets into that reward system. And if you are to go and watch a marathon, which again is amazing accomplishment for weight loss, a lot of them are not skinny, they're skinny fat, which means like they're still over fat. Technically, if you look at their body, they're not very muscular, they're not toned, they're skinny fat or just overweight still. And that just shows you with the amount of running to do and the amount you have to put your body through, and you're still not at the body composition you want. That should just show you right there that you can't outrun a bad diet, like whatsoever. Marathon runners should be the prime example for that. A lot of them aren't lean. So again, an amazing accomplishment. I probably could never run one, but I'm just saying if you were to do it to lose weight, like, oh, I'm just going to start training for a marathon, a lot of them don't have good bodies. I'm just saying, this is why I say 3 minutes or 5 minutes is better than an hour or a half-ass workout. It's quality over quantity. Like a lot of people go and they half-ass workouts, and that's why they're not toned. If you were to do 3 minutes or 5 minutes a day of the best ab work you can do, the best arm work you can do, guess what? You're going to get a lot more toned than doing a half-ass 40-minute workout. No. So again, that's what I say. Keep food and things separate. Anyway, that's like a long ass tangent, but you get what I'm saying. So no making up with it with excessive workouts, binge restrict cycle waiting to happen. Step 2, get moving, but do not burn it off. You don't need to burn off what you ate by starting being like, you know what, I'm going to train for a marathon. I'm going to go run 10 miles. That's not how your body works. But you do need to move. Movement helps digestion, which makes you feel normal again. It's all about how you think of it, okay? Doing 10,000 steps should be a non-negotiable. No sitting around feeling gross and feeling sorry for yourself. Get fresh air, movement outside also helps you emotionally, not just physically. It's way better than forcing yourself into the gym when you're feeling sluggish. Stretch, light walking. You don't need to do intense cardio. You don't need stress on your body right now, but sitting all day long, that's how you stay bloated, sluggish, brain fog, sad, anxious, and stuck. So move. Running in a marathon is an amazing achievement. You can run 20 miles a day and still not have the body composition you want. This isn't me body shaming. A lot of marathon runners aren't in good shape. They're skinny fat. This just shows you can work out for hours and still not have the body composition you want. It's just a fact. It shows you can't outrun a bad diet. It's better to do a 3-minute or a 5-minute ab video or arm video and just get a small little workout in doing 100% engaging everything than a half-ass one. Don't half-ass it and then wonder where your results are. Do a 5-minute workout, give it your all, then go up to 15, then go up to 20-minute workout and give it your all, then doing a half-ass hour workout. You know those people that we used to be like, oh, in school, that'd be like, oh, I studied for 10 hours, yet they always would still get like a C on a quiz, yet the people who would study for 20 minutes, 30 minutes would get like B's or A's. It's because they studied for 20 minutes way harder and better and retain the information than sitting there for 8 hours. The people being like, oh, I sat and I studied for 8 hours. Guess what? Your brain doesn't work like that. Or like whenever I was my biggest, it's like, oh, like I did 2 workouts, I was my biggest because I wasn't going 100% all the time. Like people who can work out for more than an hour at a time as hard as they can, chances are they aren't giving an hour of 100% work. Most of us at 45 minutes, if we are going as hard as we can't work out for more than 45 minutes. 3, fix your nutrition. Me saying fix your nutrition, I am so against the restricting thing. If you notice, I don't cut anything out. I cut out coffee for myself because I get super anxious and I think I'm intolerant to tomatoes. But those are the 2 things that I cut out because it made me feel not good. However, when it comes to weight loss, I say no cutting out because I think it's almost more hurtful. People are like, here comes the nutrition ED accusations. Like, here they come. But I personally think whenever I say portion and eat less and watch the amount you're eating is way healthier than some of these people. Like, for example, one of my friends, she didn't mean it in a mean way, but like she's one of those people who super into like beef tallow, dates with butter, this sort of thing, that sort of thing. And we were with a group of people and a lot of us wanted to go to Bon Bon, that Swedish candy store. And she's like, you know, it's not really that healthy for you. A small handful of candy for less calories than popping dates with butter. Like dates with butter, so high calorie, fine. But again, one of those things where it's like you look at Cheez-Its, you look at Goldfish, you can have 27 crackers or something like that. I don't know, look at your nutrition label. You can have 27 crackers of those for, 140 calories versus these healthy foods like, Siete brand, Masa chips, these, that. Guess what? You can have 7 chips for 140 calories. So again, I'm saying the ingredients may not be the best, okay? But I'm saying anything in moderation is fine. And don't let someone make you feel bad about that. But so yeah, this is just a disclaimer. If you're like, wow, I don't cut out anything, and I personally think it's more harm because even sometimes when I'm around those people, like literally so many people in New York now are like microplastic free, or like since I'm in the health space, a lot of the health influencers are like carnivore or vegan or this is bad or that's bad. Or I like caught myself today being like, wait, like I don't want to have some ice cream because there's no protein in that meal. I'm like, Liv, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You can have a few scoops of ice cream because if you don't, guess what? You're going to go overeat it later. So I personally think it's more harmful to be like carnivore, oh, microplastic, oh, this free, that free, everything free. Just eat less of it and focus on the amount you're eating. The number one thing to do is write down your food. That's why I literally came out with a tracker, is because writing it down, guess what? You can see where you went wrong. If you feel fat one day, if you feel like you're gaining weight, guess what? You can see where you're going wrong. If you lost weight, you can see what you're doing right. Writing down food so you know exactly how much you're eating. And if you feel like you're not making progress, but you're still eating the right amount of portions and in your calorie deficit, guess what? You're losing weight because you can go back and you can see that you're eating everything. If you write down everything right, it's better. But yeah, this is disclaimer. I don't cut out anything. I really focus on the amount I'm eating, and I do make healthy swaps on different things. But still, this isn't a page where I'm going to be like, you have to cut out carbs, this, that, and the other thing, or it has to be 100 grams of protein per meal. I think rules of food create overeating. So if you make rules like, oh, I need to have a ton of protein, it's going to create overeating. You know what I do instead? I just make sure I incorporate protein in most of my meals. But I'm not like, you need to hit 100 grams. You need to do this. You can't have any carbs. Rules to eating cause overeating. Fix your nutrition, but not to the extreme. Overeating last night isn't a pass to starve all day today or go on a juice cleanse. If you undereat, your body will hold on to everything you overate last night for longer, then you're gonna binge a few days later. What I do is I try and focus on protein heavy meals. You need stability, not sugar crashes. Like a day whenever you're super hungover or you ate too much carbs or pasta, your blood is probably like this and you probably feel all wonky. Guess what? Protein stabilizes, so it'll make you feel better. I also make sure I hydrate with 2 packets of electrolytes. Hydration before every single meal just will help so much. Drinking some green tea to help flush everything out. I don't drink coffee. I also don't do mindlessly snacking. Your body needs balance, and again, writing down everything, because those small little random bites, guess what? That can add up. Oh, Liv, it's only 45 calories. 45 calories you didn't need. Well, it's low fat, no fat. Guess what? Doesn't mean no calorie, doesn't mean low calorie. Oh, it's healthy. Guess what? A lot of those, like I said, more calorie than like the real thing. We've been over this. Also, I just don't drink carbonation because I feel like it expands my stomach and makes me bloated and just messes up my digestion. So I really would encourage you not to drink any carbonation the day after, just to help. smooth the process. If you love your carbonated drinks, have one, but just the day after, I would be careful. If you think skipping meals is going to fix it, you're literally setting yourself up for another binge tomorrow. Be smart. Step 4, the hot girl reset. Here's why you can't get rid of the bloat and the sluggish feeling. You need to reset your system, not punish yourself. Do a hot shower or a sauna. Get your circulation going, feeling fresh, and move on. Even just a long shower, just an everything shower, and feel like you're cleaning everything off, just makes you feel better. Herbal tea after meals, whether that's mint tea, dandelion tea, ginger tea, green tea. It helps your digestion, just snatches you, helps slim you down, flush everything out. An early bedtime. Your body resets when you sleep. If you're constantly exhausted, you'll constantly crave sugar and junk. Fix your sleep and fix your body. Step 5, learn from it and move on. You can't just keep overeating and then fixing it. You need to literally write down why you think it happened and get to the root of it so you don't keep repeating it. Ask yourself these questions. Why did you overeat? Stress, boredom, hormones at that time of the month? Did you undereat during that day? Did you have alcohol? Because starving yourself all day or drinking can lead to binging at night. Was it emotional? Was it mindless? Was it one of those nights? Figure it out, adjust, adapt, move on. This is a skinny lifestyle, not a diet. The girls who stay lean aren't perfect. They don't let one bad night turn them to the carnivore diet, to the vegan diet, to this, to that. And I can't have a bagel because it doesn't have protein. This is one day. Don't let it throw you completely off track. One meal, one night, one weekend, it doesn't define you, your response does. I love you girls, and I will always be real with you because I want you to have results that last forever. Follow these steps, lock in, keep it going. My 9 to 5 girls, this is for you. Here's how I actually lost 20 pounds sitting at a desk all day. And yes, I had to travel a good amount for work. 1, portion control, eat like you have a goal. 2, forget the step count, focus on the time. That was the number one thing for me because 10,000 steps, I'm like, shit. But what I did was 10 minutes before work, 20 minutes lunch break, 30 minutes after work. And then I brought it up. So then 15 minutes before work, 15 minutes lunch break, 30 minutes after work. You know what I mean? I adjusted it. And that is the key, seeing different times and looking at as times. And then even if you don't hit 10,000 steps, guess what? You can adjust and move on. But I think the best thing to me was focusing on the time. Because if you say, shit, I need 10,000 steps, you get more, But if you do 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, it adds up. Tea with honey always kept my cravings in check. I felt whenever you eat at your desk, like you get a cheese stick or a snack, it's easier just to keep snacking. So personally, for me, I would always plan my meals. I honestly think losing weight working a 9 to 5 is easier than working from home or on a busy schedule. Sue me. I just think it is because every single day I knew what I was doing. I would get up, have my protein shake and electrolytes as I go to the office, sit at the office, drink tea, know I'm having my lunch at 12, which I'd bring my quinoa salad, literally drink more tea, have my electrolytes at 3 p.m., go home, have a little celery with hummus or a little protein bar, whatever I was feeling, and then go do my 30-minute walk, come back and have dinner. And that was my structure. So personally for me, I would just stick to drinking tea with honey or electrolytes at my desk. And again, if you can't control your honey, don't do it. For me, I would have honey once a day, sometimes twice a day, but I would use a smidge. If you douse it and are drizzling that shit like you put on the acai bowl, and you're wondering why you're not losing weight, it's not revolutionary advice, okay? It's literally just me being like, listen, okay? Focus on the amount you're eating. Just being aware is the number one thing. I'm telling you, once you're aware of the amount you're eating, because it's like peanut butter, right? I have a hatred towards peanut butter because how much of us are really eating 1 spoonful or 2 tablespoons, the portion size? Not fucking many of us. We're taking spoonful after spoonful, we're dousing it. And if literally 2 tablespoons is 200 calories, imagine. So that's why it's like I like peanut butter powder with some water, whatever. You get what I'm saying, little swaps like that. Focusing on the amount you're eating, like the number one thing is just to look at the serving sizes of things to just get the hang of it. It's always better to be aware, even if you are in an overeating or in a binge, just taking a second to look at the nutrition facts and being like, wow, that's the serving could literally help you. Just being aware is literally the first step, is just being fucking aware. Okay, so 4, electrolytes. Hydration isn't just water. 5, stay busy. No boredom snacking. Drink a ton of water so then you can go to the bathroom, do a little steps around your office. Stay fucking busy. 6, don't tell anyone. I didn't tell anyone in my office I was trying to lose weight. Protect your peace. Because everyone at the office saying, oh, well, the salad diet, the Nutrisystem, the Weight Watchers. Guess what? Weight Watchers and that shit works because do you see how much portions that is? They're small. 7, get enough sleep. Hunger hormones don't lie. Weight loss is math. It's not magic. Handle business and let results speak for itself. Whenever you think of it like your spending budget, you're like, damn, do I want to make a designer purchase right now? That Dior saddlebag, you know what that is? A donut, or that's fries, or that's anything fried is pretty much a designer purchase when it comes to the food world. So think of it yourself on a budget, okay? When you go shopping, do you want to spend your $2,000 on a designer purchase where you only can eat one or two things, or do you want to spend it on less things? Up to you. But again, still, I don't like volume eating because I don't want you to get in that thing like, oh, how much can I eat? Because that can literally lead to overeating and stretching your stomach. And I generally think if I, eat a ton of blueberries or a ton of fruit, it makes me eat more because, it's expanding your stomach. So I'm not a fan of volume eating, as we all know. However, just kind of being aware, like whenever you're like getting fries or stuff in your head, knowing like this is a designer purchase helps. It's so funny how guys can get away with saying the same stuff as me, but skinny girls like get in trouble. I follow this guy named Ryan, and I can't take credit for this because I give credit where credit's due. Unlike a lot of people literally copy me bar for bar, word for word, literally bar for bar, word for word, copy me and don't give me credit, or being like inspired by. That's like my biggest pet peeve is, you know what I mean? Just say you're inspired by me, or change it up a little. But you said word for word, bar for bar. Literally everyone on TikTok now, word for word, bar for bar. Exactly what I said. Okay. Anyway, since I'm not taking credit, this was inspired by him. Stop taking advice from people who look like they need it. Everyone has their own single opinion on fitness. Your overweight coworker swears by cutting carbs, or saying carbs are the enemy. Your skinny fat friend says Pilates could bulk your arms or make you look too muscular. Look at the source, okay? Look at the fucking source. Like your English teacher would say, is it fucking Wikipedia? Pick a new source, babe. If you wouldn't trade bodies for them, it's a fucking no. And if you say no, then why the hell are you listening to them? Your body is a direct reflection of what you know, what you do, and how disciplined you are, period. If you look soft, weak, bloated, it's because your knowledge is soft. It's because your habits are soft. It means you're weak and bloated. If you look lean, tight, and skinny, it's because you actually understand how it works and you fucking apply it. And you're consistent. Everyone's like, oh, Liv, you have to train yourself. In the beginning, yes, it was hard to lower my portions, and I would do the half swap. So I would do half zoodles, half regular pasta, pick your spot and make little swaps. You get what I'm saying. I still don't like to volume eat, but still, if I needed, I would make a little tiny portion of pasta and add in some zoodles, do the half and half trick. But today, for example, I was still hungry after eating half of my little breakfast sandwich. But you know what I did? My consistency, my habits, I put the other half away. I knew it was emotional hunger. It wasn't physical hunger. So things like that. It's not going to be easy and roses and whatever, rainbows all the time. No, it's habits, and you have to train yourself. But then once you train yourself, it's a habit and it's easy and it's consistency. If you want different results, you got to raise your standards. Stop taking advice from people who don't live it or look like it, and invert your thinking whenever it comes to this. So again, I got this from Ryan Fish. He said it so good. I love how guys can say this, but as soon as girls say it, we get in trouble. But Ryan Fish nailed this. He goes, let's make this simple. If you wanted to get as fat as possible, what would you do? You would probably eat as much as possible nonstop. You'd pick the worst food, sugary, processed, just garbage. You'd sit in bed all day and rot and barely move. You'd probably drink every single weekend. You'd never sleep. You'd never track anything. You would never look at nutritional info. You'd never look at serving sizes. You would just drink as much liquid calories as possible. Now, do the opposite. If you actually want to be skinny, you know how to get fat, so do the opposite of that. Watch your portion sizes. Eat less and eat smart. Not just what sounds healthy, but what actually works. Move more. Walk, bike, walk to the train, be active. Sleep, hydrate, be consistent, no more excuses. It's actually easy when you stop guessing. Just you're thinking, and the answers are obvious. Stop letting the voices in your head keep you weak. Most people aren't giving you advice, they seriously are just projecting their own insecurities, and they're projecting them onto you. The girl who wishes she was thinner and skinny says, oh, you're too thin, eat more. The guy who hasn't worked out in years tells you, lifting is too extreme, just do what's comfortable. Your bloated friend who lives off oat milk lattes and snacks every 2 hours tells you you need to eat all the time to keep your metabolism up. Enough. Weak people want you to stay weak so you feel better about yourself. If you want real results, stop following the herd of people and start following the blueprint that actually works, aka me. I'm the blueprint. Learn from people who live it, like me. Apply what actually works, like me. Be ruthless with your standards, like me. If you're done guessing and ready to be your leanest, skinniest, join the Skinny Society now on my Instagram. No fluff, just results. Let's go. Being fat is way more effort than being thin, and you know it. When you're overweight, your entire life revolves around it. You stress over every single outfit. You panic when someone takes an unflattering photo. You spend more time hiding in your body than actually living in it. Nobody wants to be the girl wearing a huge ass t-shirt by the pool because she's too embarrassed to wear a bikini. And yet people act like it's normal. Like, this is just the way it is. Wake up. This is not normal. And if you're thinking like that, guess what? You're lying to yourself. Being overweight holds you hostage. Being overweight isn't just a body problem, it's a life problem. It controls everything. You dread going out because you don't want to feel like the biggest person in the room. You cancel plans because you feel bloated or not your best or just gross. You shop in the flattering section or the Spanx or the black section instead of what actually you want to wear. You avoid vacations because you don't want to be the one in your cover up or hiding under a towel on the beach. To me, this is not body positivity, this is self-sabotage. Being fat is expensive, so stop blaming everyone else. Let's talk about the financial cost of being overweight. You don't fit into the cute, trendy, affordable brands that you actually want to wear, so you spend more money on oversized clothes trying to hide your body. Even though it's fucked up, I'm not saying it's right. A lot of plus size clothing is more expensive than regular clothing, or you can get the same shirt but in plus size, it's more expensive. Not saying that's fair or that's right. It's just a fact. You have more medical bills because your body is literally suffering and dying from being overweight. You complain that the airline is making you buy 2 seats, so charging an overweight passenger, when in reality, why should they accommodate you for taking up more space on the fucking plane? You want to be mad at the airlines, the clothing brands, the restaurant chairs that don't fit you. But why are you not mad at yourself for getting yourself to this point? That's the thing. You can't change these people. You can't change the airlines. You can't change these clothing brands. Change you. Change you. You blame and get mad at the brands for not being inclusive or the airlines for charging you 2 seats. Get mad at yourself for this point. Okay, so let's get into my airport nightmare and why this is not normal and why I'm bringing this up. First of all, let me preface, I get extreme flight anxiety. I had panic attacks on planes before, so I just get really stressed out on planes in general. I feel claustrophobic. I can't get up and walk, all of these things. So I book aisle seats on purpose. I also drink a ton of water every single hour because pretty much for every 2 hours in the air, I make sure to drink 1 liter of water. So I don't want to be trapped. I want to use the bathroom. So I plan ahead just in general. Okay. I don't want to be asking you to go to the bathroom because on a 2-hour flight, I have to go to the bathroom once. So you get the vibe. But anyway, this time I get to my seat and there is a girl who was extremely overweight who was in the middle seat. She was clearly struggling with her size. She asked if we could switch because the girl by the window was also overweight. So it was 2 overweight people. So they were already taking up half of my seat on the aisle and it was just uncomfortable for them. And keep in mind, I already paid extra for this aisle seat because it was more space towards the like walking room, if that makes sense. So I already paid for a seat upgrade to be in the aisle and to be in this specific row. But the flight was completely full and I get extreme social anxiety. So I just said, yes, I'll switch with you. Worst decision ever. But again, I said yes. So it's fine, whatever. Suddenly I'm wedged in between 2 people who are spilling over my seat. Spilling. Like I have a fourth of a seat left. Like you think this is me being mean or body shaming? No, like extremely overweight. And this is when I'm like, the fucking airplane has to know like everyone's size and weight because I'm always recently sucked up between 2 overweight people. The flight attendant asked us to fasten our seatbelts. The girl who I gave my aisle seat to didn't have it fastened. The flight attendant's like, please fasten your seatbelt. She goes, something's wrong with my seatbelt. It's not going all the way around. Something is wrong with my seatbelt. The flight attendant's like, no worries, I'll get you an extender. And the girl goes, I've never needed an extender before. I don't need one. And me and the flight attendant look at each other like, okay. Then the girl goes, there must be something wrong with my seat. Like, what's going on? And pretty much the flight attendant goes, yeah, some seatbelts are shorter and tighter than usual. Like, you know what I mean? The vibes. And so the flight attendant brings one's over and goes, no worries. Like, something's probably wrong with your seatbelt. It's probably shorter than usual. Like, whatever. Just playing along. Like, girl, come on. Do you hear yourself? You're blaming the fucking seat and seatbelt. The seats aren't the problem. But then it gets worse. I just want to preface, if you can't stand up, don't sit in the aisle because even me, if I ever sit in the aisle, I book that aisle knowing that it's okay and that people can get up and go. And I'll gladly stand up because I need to walk up and down because I get flight anxiety. Like I said, it just, I feel so claustrophobic. I hate it. So halfway through the flight, I need to go to the bathroom because I drank my 2 liters of water. This is a 4-hour flight. So I ask her nicely and I say, hi, can I please get up and go to the bathroom? She looks at me dead in the eye and says, sorry, it takes a lot for me. I can't get up. I'm sorry. This is when I was mad, but I didn't say anything. I go, this is what's in my head, okay? Because I didn't say anything. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, excuse me? You asked me to switch. You took my aisle seat that I paid more for. Now I can't even get up to go to the bathroom. If you physically can't stand up that easily, why are you sitting in an aisle seat, first of all? And why are you not like more in charge of your health? You can't fucking stand up. And the problem was, I felt so bad for even asking if I could go to the bathroom. And why should I feel bad? If you need the extra space, book it. Don't expect everyone else to bend over backwards for you. I was nice. I said sure. But then if I want to go to the fucking bathroom and you can't get up, that's when I have a problem. And of course, then we land. She struggles to get out of her seat and literally holds up the entire row. So, yeah, I was just so over it. But that's the kind of story. Let's be brutally honest. No one actually wants to be overweight. No one was like, oh, I just want to be overweight and have health problems. Nobody feels confident when they need to ask for a seatbelt extender. Nobody loves struggling fitting in chairs and worrying if they're going to fit in an airport chair. Seriously, like that's your worry, is fitting in an airport chair. That's when you should know there's a fucking problem. Nobody enjoys avoiding photos because they hate how they look. It's exhausting, it's constant mental stress, and it's completely fixable. The only ones saying it's okay to be overweight are the ones who are giving up on themselves and are giving up on you too. Let me break it down for you. Just ask yourself, if you wanted to be as fat as possible, what would you do? Invert your thinking, because some of you need to do a what I don't eat in a day. Babe, by the amount you're eating, it's easier for you to do a what I don't eat in a day. So again, if you're overweight, the best thing to do is, what will I do to get even fatter? Eat as much as possible every day. Pack in high calorie processed foods. Avoid exercise completely. Sit all day. Stay awake all the time. Wreck your sleep. Drink alcohol every single day. Let your cravings control you instead of having zero discipline. If you want to get as skinny as possible, do the opposite. I swear every single time I end up squished up between two overweight people, and I know airlines are assigning people's seat based on weight. It's just too consistent to be random. And you know what's crazy? The same people who complain about the seats being too small, they blame the airline for not being inclusive. Maybe, just maybe, take fucking responsibility. The world is not built for obesity, and neither should you. And the world shouldn't be built for obesity. Your body is not meant to struggle to move. Your body is not meant to be specially accommodated on something that's totally fixable. If this video made you mad, good. That means you needed a fucking wake-up call, and you needed to hear it. You have two choices. Stay stuck, keep blaming everyone and everything and everyone else. Keep suffering in silence, or wake up, get serious, make a change, get skinny and confident, and stop settling. Being overweight is more of an effort than being skinny, and you know it. I know it. Everyone in the world knows it. No more excuses, no more justification, no more waiting for things to magically change. If you're done making excuses and you're actually ready to get skinny, confident, and in control, join my Instagram subscriptions. No fluff, no sugarcoating, just results. Either keep struggling or start winning. Your choice. Again, I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you. Stay skinny. Kisses.